our limitations on that. So we have really to think about the market we want to work for, because there is a risk of losing business because we are getting too much inside other markets.
Still, the lesson is very valuable. I don't have any voice, but the lesson is very valuable. Meaning that if you get, it doesn't really matter about how much you're being pushed down with the prices and everything. It's about what you want to have and what it is you want to offer and how creative you can get in order to provide more value to your customer. And I think that from every single presentation, we're able to get something out, get to see how it works. And these are the different models that we can adjust, adopt, or copy certain things that could work in our industry. So that's what I think is.
Yeah, I was going to agree with that absolutely, because it is. We've seen that mentioned in the excellent presentations that we've had before in terms of how do you add value and also being an advocate for your customer. Mm-hmm. And with that, as in the Nokia presentation, that brings customer loyalty and helps with retention. And I think definitely we have to think how we can add value, what are the different things, but we work as being the advocate for your client. And with reference to the boundaries and the obstacles to overcome, I think still today translation is seen as commoditized, and very much similar to your point, we still need to educate the customer in terms that translation and localization is not only an afterthought, and we still have customers today who see that. So that's one of the.
We have to be more intelligent, just like the trucker there, just going.
Yeah.
Many times you just lay back and wait for the client to come to us and tell us what they need. In many cases. So I think that we have to be more like this trucker and start going out there and saying, I came up with this, and I could help you with this.
And I've just looked at that in terms of revenue, in contractual logistics, we're still in 1940s. But to our defense, we are very new industry.
That's
right.
right.
Beginning of globalization,
it's the second oldest business.
Localization, no.
Translation.
Translation. Yeah. Translation probably.
Localization is
Translate. What is it first?
For no, almost getting there. Almost. This guy's almost getting the first one.
Another interesting aspect. I imagine that it's going to go in the full circle.
Do we need a mic?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I can just shout it.
I was just saying, I imagine that this is going in full circle now, and that companies like yours, Mr. Trucker his service is outsourced. Again, maybe back to Mr. Trucker and his truck and his road or wherever it is. I take it it's kind of evolving in that way. Is that just my imagination, or is that really? You run your own trucks.
We have our own trucks, but we also outsource trucks, so we don't have trucks everywhere. In Finland, for example, we have 0 trucks, our own trucks. We outsource trucks for Nokia, so we do service.
So watch out for Mr. Trucker in Finland. Watch out for Mr. Trucker in Finland.
It's going to take your life.
For Finland, it's a very good example. While in it's very cultured as well, because while in the U.S. about 36%, 39% of the companies outsource logistics. In Finland, less than 8% outsource logistics. It's very cultured as well.
There's another question here.
Hey, it's not a question. Well, it is a question, but it's more for the audience, for the vendor side.
Thank you.
One of the you got a break now. One of the trends that we've been seeing as an added value that vendors are offering, and I've heard that many times in the past conferences, is SEO, search engine optimization. They're starting to offer to clients so that we don't have to go somewhere else. For those that are on the vendor side, are you starting to offer this to your customers as an add value, or starting to hear about or think about it? If anybody wants from the vendors.
Anyone?
We have offered if you are translating anything related to a web page, for example, portals and stuff like that. For that type of translations, yes. Not for other type where you don't need SEO.
Yeah, no, it's basically websites.
Yeah, we do offer it, and many customers want a price that includes that service.
Anybody else? Starting to see or offer?
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly been asked by some of our customers to provide the search engine optimization.
I think it's a question of figuring out. I think it's a question of figuring out how the overall process of creating that is generated and make sure that it's done in a smart way. I wouldn't say it's something that we are kind of offering as a specific service. I think it's more one that can be evolved together with your existing clients.
I actually, this is a great, I love this slide with all the flow. Because if you could go back, if you think about our industry, you see, you have lots of steps, and you can replace there. You have, at the end, a user, a person who is going to read the manual. Let's take a manual as an example. In the beginning, you have people who are creating the content. And we are part of this middle process everywhere. And you can subdivide it as many times as you want. And I think that, at least at Milenko, what we're doing now is we are, in my view, the core competence of the language service provider is the word service. It's not language, it's not translation, it's project management, it's providing service. So any service that you can add to this process is like you get products from anybody. What is the strength of Seva is actually probably the software that you have. It's the control towers that you have in the pre-controls. So your control tower is the strength. It's knowing the things that your client don't know. I need to deliver, water in Haiti after the earthquake. I'm sure that you had
four airplanes of hot water from Panama to Haiti.
So that's an example. Why would I think of you to do that kind of stuff? Because you know how to get water into a plane, get the plane to a destination, take the stuff from the plane and deliver to somewhere. That's your strength. It's not the owning the plane. There's a company that is great at owning planes, putting gas in the planes, replacing parts and so on. In the way that I look at our industry, this is how I work. I think is that what is happening now, if you think in terms of trends, is that some companies are specializing in this function, and we are buying the airplane. What is the airplane? I don't have a DTP infrastructure. I buy DTP. We're talking about outsourcing vendor management. Why? Because I can get a company that's excellent at doing vendor management, and they can do that to 20 other translation agencies. I can even buy project management. The only things that I can't buy are sales and account management. So, in my view, there is an opportunity. People in this room are in different spots in that continuum. Some people it's the control tower. Other people are the international multimodal transportation. The other one is the outbound logistics. So there is not one solution. We're in different positions in the supply chain.
Good point. Very good point. One of the names that the company works for, we have is an integrator.